Good morning, Dean Davison, live weatherblocks.com, meteorologist, weather manager, runner of the Dixie Weather Outlet Facebook page, and today we're going to go into the tropics, and I'm going to start with a tropical update here. You can see this is worldwide. You see this system is moving towards China. We have another tropical storm. We got Ernesto in the Gulf, in the Caribbean, that will move towards the Gulf of Mexico, but where it goes, who knows. And Florence, which is the west-northwest movement also. We'll see where Florence is going to go and what the models are saying. And we'll actually go into some of the models more in depth to take a look at it. And also look on to severe weather, the threat today across the east, especially up towards areas of New York and Pennsylvania, but then possibly moving into New Jersey by the end of the day, and by the evening the line of storms may move in the Roanoke in the region in Virginia. So we'll go through all that in this update here from LyncBURG.com. Ernesto right now is pretty weak. Yeah, it's 50 miles an hour. It may weaken a little bit before strengthening again, but you see what's going to happen. It's going to follow more of a western path and then turn to the west and northwest. Could become a hurricane midweek before making landfall near possibly Cancun, a little further north, the South Cancun area. Then, depending on how long it's over the land, it doesn't show like it's going to be over the land very long. It emerges as a tropical storm and then becomes a hurricane again. This is where the forecast gets difficult. Will dropping pick it up and move it north if it moves toward Texas? Or will the high pressure keep it in good shape, move it west into Mexico? That will be a question that still remains at the current time with Ernesto. We're all in good agreement until it gets here. The UK, then UK Met brings it up and goes for Texas. The one that has kind of the oddball, and usually it's a good model, but I don't know what's going on here, is the actual GSDL. That would rank more towards Louisiana, but I would throw that potential, I would use that more lightly and not really use it heavily. And by the 120-hour mark, we're looking only at a tropical storm, not a hurricane. Where it'll go, will a shear intertwine with it like it is now? That's the other question. Ernesto is looking a little less healthy this morning. A lot of that has to do with the shear that's going on here north of the storm, actually tearing the outflow out, which is disrupting the center of circulation. And this also is progressing more west, and it's even weaker. A lot of the shear is a big problem at this point. And if it weakens, which it should do if it moves to the west, it'll strengthen it up again. But that is the issue we're having on Ernesto, and why it's going more west and west-northwest per se. You have Florence. Right now it's stronger than Ernesto, and it's going to move on a west-northwesterly basis. It's here on Wednesday. What does it do after that? A lot of models are bringing it, this way. The only issue we have is you're getting a lot of turbulent shear going on up here, but that may weaken, and that's something we got to keep an eye on. Definitely, when we're talking about hurricane tropical systems here in the Atlantic Ocean, especially when we're getting towards the peak of hurricanes. Models are in decent agreement, believe it or not. DFS, HWRF, and the GSDL all keep this system moving on a west-northwest basis, and we'll put it near the Bahamas. The problem is where this is located. Most of the time, it takes the right-hand turn because it's a little far north. Most of the time, unless there's a high pressure belt way up north, won't drive it to the west into Carolinas or Virginia. The other thing is it's going to run into some shear and a trough, and that will be an issue, which will most likely turn out to sea, but don't ever put 100% on that. So we'll take a look at the GFS model, a little bit better shape here. Some of the outlying models turn it away. I don't see that really happening here with Florence. It's a pretty decent looking hurricane. Tropical system. Let's say a tropical storm may hit hurricane status also. 48 mile page, you can see we have the low up here. That's the close severe weather today. High pressure belt here. Bermuda high. The high pressure in the Midwest. You see here's Florence. Here's Ernesto. Let's move this along. As as you move it along, you see the high continues to go west. Ernesto, GFS is the feature. Ernesto, then here's the Yucatan. Here is your GFS. Look, you see it weakens the high pressure pools, weakens the what would then be Florence. The Florence will then you'll start seeing a dot coming up here near the Bermuda, and that's depicting Florence. Try to back it up to where they show Ernesto going into the area of Mexico. Here's another tropical system that would form, and you can see another low pressure here in Africa. So this could become the train. This high pressure is really strong. But this, okay, this late image, okay, this would progress the storm west, but then there's a weakness between the high and the low, which is stuck right here. Storms like this, with a high pressure going here, would threaten the east of the United States, possibly turn north, depends on if dropping it. Then this is way far off, but this is just a look at what some of the stuff we look at here on the tropics. Here's a look at the storms. You see development here near Pittsburgh. This is on the strongest bit east in western West Virginia. Like I said, by evening time, I'm expecting storms to be on the West Virginia border, if not earlier, and then into Roanoke area by the evening time. Roanoke's right on the borderline of this slight risk area, and I think this may shift east a little bit later, just because it's going to be MCS. Wind threat, mainly hail, isolated tornadoes always do have to be looked at. Roanoke Lynchburg forecast, we got 88 today. Especially thunderstorms. Thunderstorms kind of likely this evening, like I said. 72, like severe showers likely on Monday. 83, 85 on Tuesday. 85 Wednesday with a 50% chance of thunderstorms. 85 Thursday, and we'll stay in the mid-80s Friday and Saturday with the possibility of thunderstorms. As we go into the beginning of next week, we may be looking at cooler, drier air here in the Roanoke, Lynchburg general area. And we have a main live weather blogs page. We also have regional pages. Come over to Dixie Weather Outlet. I'm all things Southeast, hurricanes, information like that. You live in D.C., even if you live in like Delaware, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, any of those areas, you're likely to hear information from me here that I run this Dixie Weather Outlet here. I thought like 27 people talking about this right now. This is a brand new format, less than a week old. So if you don't already have it, like it. Come over to Dixie Weather Outlet or go to the main live weather blog page. Come over to Dixie Weather Outlet and please like the page. And I'll keep you updated here at liveweatherblogs.com. So I know it's a little bit of a longer audio forecast. I'm not usually putting that much audio forecast together, so sorry about the length of this, but we had a lot to go over today, and we would happily enjoy you to continue here at liveweatherblogs.com. If you see liveweatherblogs.com, it's getting a little bit different. We have now ways to chat through Facebook and other social media things here at the bottom, so we can talk to you. We're also talk to you, and also I will plan on doing some talking. Specific information, having little chat rooms on that. So, hey, we're liveweatherblogs.com for all your latest weather information. Or liveweatherblogs.com, meteorologist, weather manager, and administrator, D&D Davidson for Full Turk LLC. Have a great afternoon and stay safe.